Well, good morning. Greetings and salutations, everybody out there in YouTube land. I am your host once again, Dan Thornton. I want to thank you all for tuning in today, Sunday Lions Talk Live weekend edition. And you know what? We've got a little bit of news for you guys today. Had to do a little bit of actual research, deep diving, make some phone calls, find out a few different things. But today's main topic, as you can tell from the thumbnail, is going to be about Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. A bunch of odd bets have come on in. And as I reported earlier in the week, hey, we know about the lead one, the $10 million on Goff. That got me doing a little bit of Scooby-Doo, a little research, a little bit of journalism and investigative reporting. And I did come up with some stuff that I think you guys will be intrigued on. That's not the only big major bet that had to be approved by a different booking facility out of Las Vegas. And you know what? I'm going to say this. It led to some interesting conversations, some interesting information gain. And I think there's a little bit more to the Jared Goff bet than you would just initially get with that $10 million headline. And we'll get into that today. I think you guys are going to be real interested by that because not only is somebody making that big bet, but somebody is making a big bet against Las Vegas Sands Casino specifically for that bet. So if you're not in the world of stocks or anything like that, somebody, when that bet came in and was approved, somebody went out and did a huge short against Las Vegas Sands Casino stock, and we'll get into that. If you don't know any of that, I'll dive in and explain it to you guys. All right, we also have a couple other things with 5 headlines now, some news and notes, tidbits for you guys to digest. But before we get into all that, just a couple real quick things. If you haven't yet subscribed to Lions Talk Live, please consider doing so. Making a push to get to 6,900 subs, and we're just about 80 subs away. I want to say that's about right, but somewhere right around there. So if you can help out with that, please consider doing so. It takes just a quick second to hit that thumbs up button, or excuse me, that subscribe button. Same with the thumbs up. If you're enjoying the content and all the information we provide for you, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Free of charge, doesn't cost anything, takes half a second to hit it. And we try to get each video to 200 to 300 thumbs up or likes, whatever you want to call it. Last but not least, just because I do have a few jobs and I enjoy them all to death. Hey, if you're looking to buy or sell property anywhere in the state of Michigan, go ahead and give me a call or shoot me a text, 269-998-2384. Let me see if I can use over 30 years in the industry to save you some work, save you some effort, put more money in your pocket, and make it a just much easier experience. So again, it can be anywhere in the state of Michigan, Upper Peninsula, Lower Peninsula, west side, east side, south side, whatever it may be. Go ahead and give me a call or shoot me a text, commercial property, vacant land, regular, just home, whatever it is. All right, enough about the jibber jabber. Let's go ahead and get into this. So let's start off, as you guys know, or if you're not new to the show, you know that, hey, we got a segment we call 5 Headlines Now. So let's dive into that right away. All right, this time of year, as you guys know, it gets a little harder to find some topics to talk about. So, hey, we're going to go ahead and kick this one off, get it going. So here we go with 5 headlines now. Let's get to the top of the screen. Sorry about this. 5 headlines now. All right, Lions Wire put out a news article for those of you who may be interested. 3 underrated players for the Detroit Lions offense. So they do a deep dive on 3 different individuals. I won't give any spoiler alerts, but 3 different guys they feel are going to come in and make a sound contribution to the team this year. So take a brief moment, Google it, and you can find that one out. Blockbuster trade proposal lands Tyrion Burks, Malik Willis to the Detroit Lions in a 3-way trade with the different teams. That's from Sports Illustrated. I wouldn't give this one a lot of credence. I just say, while I like Treylon Burks, Malik Willis, I just don't see him being much of a move here for Detroit, and it also involves Hendon Hooker being shipped on out. I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken, to the Las Vegas Raiders. But again, this time of year, maybe on Sunday, you're just kicking back. You're looking for some information to read. Go ahead and check that one out. This next one, some sad news. As probably most of us became aware yesterday, one of the Lions' rookie cornerback, Terry Arnold's true brothers, Kyrie Jackson, in an emotional social media post, Arnold talks about him. They played together in colleges, you probably guessed, for several seasons. And unfortunately, Jackson was involved, it would appear, in a fatal car accident. And thoughts and prayers go out to him, his family, his friends, and everybody who knew him. So unfortunate situation for someone so young. But I just feel bad for his family. So But anyways, if you want to check that out, read Terry Arnold's posts and thoughts about him. Go ahead and check that out. Also, Logan Hayton, a long snapper, is the most expected or highest expected undrafted free agent with the best chance. I guess I should just said that. Read the headline right. He is a long snapper, and he's apparently got the best chances going into training camp of making the Lions 53-man roster. That's also from Lions Wire. So I think him and Williams probably have the best chances. Williams, especially if the team ends up keeping 6 wide receivers. But that's my opinion. All right, Jahmyr Gibbs versus Dave Montgomery. Who's the top fantasy asset? Check out Sports Grid. I know a lot of people are going to start having their fantasy drafts and stuff like that in the next probably few weeks, if not month. So there'll be a little bit more chatter about that. At least I'm expecting in the next few weeks in regards to 5 headlines now. So go ahead and check that on out. So yeah, if you're into fantasy football, that's probably a good read for you. All right, now let's go ahead and get over to the main headline of the day. All right, so the main headline is, you guys know that we got a bunch of large bets that have come in against for the Detroit Lions. And the number one, as you can tell from the thumbnail, is in regards to Jared Goff. Jared Goff, he was in the conversation for league MVP last year until about Thanksgiving. So, hey, probably want to keep the noise down about him this year. People are going to be cheering for him. People are going to be wanting him. And I do think he's going to have a breakout year. So we're going to get into a couple things. And the number one thing, I'll bring it up right here. So this is let me get off behind that a little bit. So this is the other day, July 5th. So where you could see the sharp rise here. And you see the almost like the middle finger going up there. So that's in the after hours market. Why is this important? So when the after hours market for the New York Stock Exchange closes, it's just a dead time for most traders to be active. Somebody came in and bought up 100,000 shares against Las Vegas Sands Casino. What does that mean? They acquired those shares in the after hours market to place a downward bet. So what does this mean? It means they're shorting the stock. That means they're going to make money as the stock goes down in value. So shorting is not like buying a stock when you buy it and make money as the stock goes up. Shorting means you're taking a pretty good risk. You feel like you know something other people don't. Why does this matter? So when the Las Vegas Sands Casino did their annual report, gave out their book numbers and such, that's when the bet for Jared Goff hit the screen. That's when the bet came out and became part of public record, because bets of a certain size, different agencies have to report it so investors are aware of it. They have to get approval from the management to take that large of a bet. That's what happened with the Jared Goff bet. That's how I became aware of it. And it was just kind of sent to me from a fellow stock trader who knew that I run a Lions channel, thought it would be interesting. So what do we have? We have somebody who feels like Jared Goff's got a real good chance of making that bet happen. They've put in $10 million, and I get maybe for this person it's chump change. That I can't speak on. I don't know the person or anything like that. But to me, the more intriguing thing is now having somebody buy 100,000 shares, and that went through to one personal. It could be a person or company or whatever, but that's a real large bet against the casino. So they're saying that bet's not going to pay off. They're looking to short the casino, or maybe I guess it could be that they're going to say the bet does pay off. The casino is going to lose a lot of money because the bet pays off, and they went in and initiated a short position against it. So I know I'm probably talking too much stockies here, and this is a Lions show, so I don't want to beat it to death. But that got me doing some investigating into other factors, other large bets that may be on different books, and I actually did find some. So made some calls, talked to some people, somebody knew somebody kind of thing. So, all right, let's review the big bets of the Detroit Lions when it comes in regards to ones that had to be officially approved by management, so the larger bets. We already talked about the Goff to win MVP at $10 million. And yes, how that maybe somebody is taking a large bet against Las Vegas Sands Casino. So if this does pay out, this is going to cost Sands a ton of money. That's also why you got somebody shorting that many shares. And don't make me do the math early in the morning, but that's at $42 roughly a share. So they initiated basically a $42 million bet against Las Vegas Sands Casino. So, you've got somebody saying, hey, the Goff's going to win. You're saying somebody else is taking out $42 million, saying Las Vegas Sands Casino, because of that bet, is going down in value because they're going to lose. All right, Terry and Arnold, this was not at Sands, but somebody did put down a $5 million bet for Arnold to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. I got two other ones I found. Gibbs to lead NFL in total yards. That was a $6.5 million bet. And the last one, somebody threw down just shy of $4 million for Aiden Hutchinson to lead the NFL in sacks. So betting is not something I do. I just don't, know much about it. You guys there's probably a few of you that do, that probably make more heads or, have a better idea about betting and such than I do. But either way, these are the big ones I found. And again, to not beat a dead horse, but the one where here you got the large bet that came in against the casino itself, feeling basically that bet's going to pay off for Jared Goff, that he will win MVP. Again, I thought that was noteworthy. All right, enough about all this. This will be a little bit shorter episode today of Lions Talk Live. I got to cut out early for work, so we've got about 20 minutes left. So let's get over to the comment section and see what you guys think about all this money talk and Jared Goff. And does somebody know something? It wouldn't be the first time in history that somebody knows something. So let's see what shakes out. JDC, good morning, all. Good morning to you too, JDC. Bird time. Good morning, Dan of the Duke Crew. Unfinished business, Super Bowl or bust. Woo! Thanks. Thank you for all you do, Dan. You rock. You know what? You rock too, Bergs. And thank you for always helping out with the show and just being a friend of the show. How about that? So, I enjoy this, as you guys know. And hey, a little woo for you in the morning. All right, getting back to the comments now. All right, Bo, good morning, Duke Crew. Bet your bottom dollar I see Super Bowl. Woo! And yes, I think there's a growing consensus across the media landscape that the Lions are a real threat to win the Super Bowl. I'd say, Brent, good morning, Dan, Duke Crew, Lombardi or bust. Oh yeah, you know what? Hey, Lombardi or bust, I'm okay with it all day long. So yes, get the Lombardi going. So yes, get it going. All right, moving on. Moving back to the top. Detroit D, greetings, salutations, everyone. Back at you, D. Hopefully, I'm an outstanding morning. Just say K. Good morning, Duke Crew. I see bets this large. I think somebody knows something. That could be. Detroit D. Yeah, that person has money to blow. That could also be it, man. Somebody could just be throwing down some money, and hey, let's all face it, $10 million would change my life in a heartbeat. For some other people, man, it could be like $5 to them. So, yeah, it's crazy how that works. All right, Clark Griswold, good morning, everyone. Yeah, I'm thinking you're right at Detroit. Goff does have a chance. So, yeah, I would say so. Goff's got a good chance to go out there and win the MVP. He was in the running, like I said earlier, last year. If the D really gets more stops this year, more turnovers, etc., the offense has more opportunities to go out and score. He's going to be able to potentially put out even better numbers. All right, Stephanie, good morning, boys. Exclamation point. Just getting up and get ready for work. Got called in today. At least on Sundays, I typically only have to give out speeding tickets. Slower day. Hopefully, this bet pays off as that means Goff wins MVP. Yeah, it would mean if they won, whoever placed that bet, yeah, if he gets MVP, then yeah, he's had a pretty good season. And that probably also means for the Detroit Lions, they've had a pretty good season. All right, and sorry you got called into work. Drake, greetings, salutations, everyone. What's the countdown for the start of camp? I want to say just over 2.5 weeks, right around there. So take that with a grain of salt, though. I don't have it in front of me. Let's see, Frank the Tank, good morning to all. Woo! Go Lions. Good morning to you, Frank. Hopefully having a great one. Lance, good morning, all. Getting that woo coffee going. Well, get it going, get it strong, and hey, get ready to start your day. I'd say Silver Server, good morning, Coach, and everyone else. Back at you, Server. Hopefully you're having a good one. Frank the Tank, that would be crazy if this bet paid off. Give me something else of Goff win MVP, go Lions. Yeah, I mean, Goff wins the MVP. I'm guessing we're probably the number one seed. It also means we're probably have won somewhere around, 12 to 14 regular season games, at least somewhere around that. So you get that kind of results. We're going to be feeling pretty good about the Detroit Lions. It means the receivers, the running backs, the entire team is performing well in order for Goff to win the MVP. That's my belief. And you know what? Hey, I'm okay with another double-digit win season for the Detroit Lions. Franz, what do you got? Good evening, everyone. I think Goff will challenge for the MVP. As the team will win, 12 to 14 games, he's going to put up numbers, and the defense might even get some stops. Yeah, and I think that a lot of people are starting to think that this defense could be pretty dang good. That, Terrion Arnold, whoever else you want to throw out there, Mekhi Wingo, DJ Reader, Aiden Hutchinson, Carlton Davis, all these guys might just be better than expected and perform at a high level for the defense. I think that spells a lot of success for the Detroit Lions and will probably, yes, aid in Goff's chances. All right, Bo, 14-3. I'll go with that. Yeah, I think there's definitely a possibility. Bo, here's my question to you. Who do you think would be the 3 losses on the schedule? That's probably good insider information for those of you who bet. All right, Dennis, good morning, Dan. The Duke crew, back at you, Dennis. Always good to see you in the channel. Silver Server, a $10 million bet on MVP. I wonder who placed it. A slap in the face of misery. That is all I can say. Yeah, I don't know who placed it. They don't legally reveal that information. To me, though, Surfer, like I pointed out at the start of the video, to me, the bigger interesting comment is the amount of short positions that were entered, or short shares that were entered against Las Vegas Sands Casino Friday after that bet. At least it's my belief in correlation to that bet. There's no way for me to know 100%. Steve, good morning to Coach Dan and the Duke crew. Back at you, Steve. Hopefully you're having a great one. Let's see, Lions fan number 1. Good morning, Duke crew. Coach, any other odd or unusual bets going on that you know of? Just those ones that I reported a little bit ago, Lions fan, at the start of the show. I guess I can pull them back up. Yeah, Aiden Hutchinson to lead the NFL in sacks. Gibbs to lead the NFL in total yards. Arnold to win Defense Rookie of the Year. So those are the only other, odd ones that I found. There could be totally other ones that I'm just not privy to. But, those are the only ones I could uncover. All right, Frank, Dan, do you know how I feel about the Lions 15-2? That would be a hell of a year. And that would be a hell of a year for Goff. Let's go Lions. Yeah, let's go Lions. I would agree. Yeah, they're anywhere in that conversation, Frank, with 15, 14, 13 wins. You've put up a monster season. You've put up wins over a ton of good teams. Because let's face it, the Lions do face a pretty good schedule. That would fall onto the eyes of those who vote for the MVP. Assuming he has performed fairly well, which during his time in Detroit or even in LA, he's had a pretty good career. He goes out and puts up, fairly good numbers against those teams. I think if he's anywhere near last year's numbers, maybe even a little bit higher, he's going to be in the running for sure. All right, Silver Server, everything can happen before and during the season. Hard to improve last year's record as far as I'm concerned. The most important thing, get to the playoffs, even with 10-7, but with healthy main pieces. Yeah, basically, at the end of the day, as long as you make the playoffs, you've got a chance to win in the playoffs, and then obviously the Super Bowl. So that would be road number 1. I think a lot of Lions fans want to try to really get that number 1 seed. You saw what happened at Ford Field last year. You saw the advantage Ford Field had, the intimidation factor it had on other teams. You heard Carlton Davis. You heard a lot of guys talk about it in the media after the playoffs. So you get 3 games at Detroit, you probably have an opportunity, or 2 games, I guess it could be, at Detroit. Then, yeah, you have got a real good chance to make that Super Bowl. All right, Detroit Nate Goff has a good chance to win MVP. Just haven't seen him put the team on his back and carry them to wins. And maybe he does it this year. You do have a lot of guys, I think we all agree, Detroit D, that are starting to hit their peaks. I mean, maybe not last year's rookies. They still got a little bit to go to improve and hit the peaks. And that just means, man, Laporta could get much better. Gibbs could get much better. And you can go through the entire list, but there's a lot of guys, maybe even throw Jameson Williams in there, that should start hitting their real stride in the NFL. When that happens, man, this offense could be special. All right, Quentin, greetings, salutations all. I think people going to be placing a lot of money on Detroit this season because we are going to be that team that everyone's talking about. Yeah. I think the more you stay relevant. I know yesterday we talked briefly on the show about it. I think the Lions have a real strong chance to start the year 7-0, maybe 8-0. They do that, you're going to see a lot of people talking about Goff, Hutchinson, Arnold. A lot of guys are going to get hyped up as, hey, look what this guy's doing. See the numbers they're putting up. And I think that's going to come into play and add to it all. All right, Bird time. 14-3, back-to-back division champs. Super Bowl bound, one pride. I haven't been this excited since the early 90s. Yeah, I'd say that's probably about right. Yeah, right after probably the Dallas victory season, playoff victory season, where the Lions really were hitting a ton of national attention. Hey, the young guns, look at all the hype they got. Like Barry Sanders off the chart. Herman Moore was starting to come into it. Perryman was coming into it. Johnny Morton, I don't think, was there just yet. Maybe I'm wrong on that one, but you had a lot of hype around that team. And to be fair, if Brett Favre doesn't throw the cross court, down the field pass to Sterling Sharp, the Lions probably would have won that playoff game, probably would have had an opportunity to make a push or at least a run at the Super Bowl that year. And from there, I mean, who knows what would have changed, but it is what it is. I think one thing, though, Bergs, everybody is excited for this upcoming season. All right, Silver Surfer, once in the playoffs and healthy, they can take it all the way. Yeah, they can. Yeah, stay healthy. I think you're spot on with that, Surfer. That's the biggest thing. Be healthy, get into the playoffs. You got a chance. All right, Captain America, good morning, Duke gang. Who's going to lead us in sacks? Any lines on that? Well, I mean, there was one bet for Hutchinson to lead the NFL in sacks. We'll see if that comes to fruition or not. I think the Lions it's going to be hard for me to say one guy is going to get all the sacks just because I think they are going to be blitzing so much. I could see the sacks being spread out across a multitude of people. That may not happen. Maybe, Hutchinson gets, 5,000 sacks this year. I don't know. But I think you're going to see more of an accumulation of guys. And Hutchinson for sure will be among those guys getting a few sacks, in my opinion. All right, Matthew, greetings, salutations. Good morning, everyone. Super Dome, Super Bowl. Woo, woo, woo. And good morning to you too, Matthew. Hopefully having an outstanding one, my friend. All right, let's see, Patrick. I was just watching the 1981 Lions game against the Rams. Sims, Murray were both rookies that year, and William Gay was a edge rusher. As Fran Tarkenton said after playing the Lions, win half. All right, there's got to be more to this. Half. One half. 2 of 2. Bill Gay hit you. You need to Ben Gay to get back up. Yeah. All right. Yeah, they did have some. That's about the time. Yeah, they had the silver rush going on, and they had some real good pass rushers on that team for a couple different years. So yeah, they had some good teams back then, without question. All right, Berg time. We play for home field advantage. If that NFC Championship game was home, Lions win hands down. So home field is important. Crowd helps tremendously. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Ford Field, if it's anything like it was last year, as packed, as just loud, that's going to be a tough place for most teams to come in and try to beat us in. Detroit D, I just hope Ben Johnson keeps evolving as an OC and gets the third quarter slow starts to bed. Yeah, 100%, because I think we all agreed last year that was just hard because you got to the point in the season where you just felt like you kept waiting for it to happen because you knew it kept happening throughout the season. He's got to, I think, mature beyond that. Hopefully a little bit more experience, an off season to kind of work on it, and he should be good to go. At least that's our hope, right? I'd see Matthew, good morning, bird time. All right, good morning. And Anthony, good morning, Duke Crew. Back at you, Anthony. Thanks for all you do for the channel. See, Silver Server, get on the cell phone and hit the thumbs up. What else do you need to do? Question mark. It's not like you have to dig a trench. Fair enough. Yeah, go ahead if you guys can. If you haven't yet subscribed or hit the thumbs up button, pretty please consider doing both. Helps the channel out a ton. All right, Patrick, greetings, salutations to all. I can't imagine having that kind of money to just throw out there and take a chance with. Hey, me neither, man. But if it happens, it happens. If somebody wants to donate it to the channel, feel free. We will humbly accept it. All right, Bo. Oh my gosh, Patrick, I remember that quote. There you go. 70, get the Goff chant going. 100%. Jared Goff, Jared Goff, Jared Goff. All right, Patrick. Silver Surfer, been there, done that. Trench digs it. That is, yes, yeah, back in the day. JDC, Dre Forge rocks, 100%. It's a guy, you gotta like the guy, like the hair. See, Berg time, good morning, Matt. Hope all is well, bud. 100% with that, 100%. See, Bo Targeton was a funny guy. He was, man. I don't remember him a ton. I remember a little about him, but yeah, I remember him, and especially his hair. Silver Surfer, all right, cheese bro, there you go. Berg time, good morning, Anthony. Bo Booth, thumbing up. All right, Patrick. Bo Booth, he had a scar on his upper lip that was compliments of William Gay hit that got up under the helmet. Yes, he could throw it around. He reminded me a lot of a Mike Kofer, if you guys remember him too. All right, Boss Up, Ball Out podcast. What up, though, Duke Crew? What up to you too, Kurt? Hopefully you're having a great morning. Let's see, Bo, I remember him on SNL. There you go. Let's see, Patrick Helmet, yeah, I knew we were going with that, man. Let's see, Kurt Steele, Boss Up, Duke Crew, 100%. You know, if you guys enjoy the Lions Talk Live, maybe consider going over to Boss Up, Ball Out podcast, checking out Kurt and the guys. All right, Hookadoo, good morning, Coach and the Duke Crew. Woo! The roar has been restored. Go Lions. You know what? I think you're right. We go out and win again this year, which I'm anticipating we will. You'd have to say that the roar has been restored in Detroit, that, you know what, the Lions, the days of, you know, thinking about, hey, we went through all those rough times, it's closer to the rear window or rear view than it is looking forward. So I'll go with that. Bo, Duke Crew Boss rocking Lions Talk Live. There you go. Duke Crew bosses are rocking out in the Lions Talk Live community. Patrick, my fingers don't want to cooperate today. It happens, man. It happens. JK, who made the bet? I'm curious, want to know. Yeah, that they legally can't give out, like if it's an individual or corporation, just like in stocks. You know, you can check out quarterly books to see what like Goldman Sachs is doing with some of their money or what they're not doing with their money. Those are tells. And the fact here, I'll pull it back up again. Give me 1 second here. We got to go through a bunch of different stuff. But if you, sorry, if you, let me get the comment off the screen. That'll help out. So if you, well, apparently I got a lot of stuff on the screen. So, all right, hold on. I'm working on this here. I'm working overtime. All right. All right, now I got to scroll back up here. Oh, man. Just too much going on at times. All right. All right, I'm almost there. Anyways, so if you look at the screen, you see how the stock is in a steady line until the after hours market, and just shortly after 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, you do have the large amount of accumulation that comes in. Now, again, because I can read it and get in, I can't do it on a picture, but that's 100,000 shares that came in, and you're purchasing that many. You're doing so in what's known as a shorting a stock. So again, you make money as the value of the company goes down. So somebody accumulated that all expecting that that the Las Vegas Sands Casino was going to, in my opinion at least, lose on that bet. So, all right, hopefully that helps. And there's your crash course on economics and stocks for the day. All right, let's see. Yes, the fingers won't work. Yeah, like that I can't let you know because I don't know. Doug, what do you got? Hey, Kurt Steele, when are your live shows? I tried twice to find you, no luck. All right, yeah, he'll have to answer that one. JDC, yeah, cashing in the banks, yes. All right, Kurt at Doug, live shows are on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Recorded shows with LL and Coach Mike on Mondays and Wednesdays. All right, there you go. There you go. You got your information. See, the Silver Server, let us see how our branch reader, Davenport Joseph, fundamentally, if healthy, Anzarike at the beginning of the season. Then we'll talk about expectations, given no extra injuries added. Yeah, and my anticipation is, Server, just about all the guys you named should be good to go by the time training camp ends and the regular season begins. So a couple of them could get in, more stuff in training camp, but I'm expecting Anzarike, hey, he's probably going to be out there throughout training camp. Brian Branch, probably slowly brought along. Same with DJ Reader. Davenport, I could see them being a little cautious with him. Same with Joseph, just because the hip injury, but the surgery. But my anticipation is by the regular season start, they're all going to be out there. All right, Bo, our corners don't have to be the, quote, best, just good enough. Goff doesn't need to be good enough. MVP will be a team win. Yeah, I agree, because it'll be the result of a lot of different factors coming into play, helping him out. So I agree with that. Doug, let's see. Kurt, thank you, 100%. Dennis, let's get it, 100%. Good to see you this morning, Dennis, as always, even though I know this isn't your first comment on the show. All right, Kurt, all shows air at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for that helpful information. Hookadoo, good morning, Berg. Dennis, good morning, Kurt. Burger time. Good morning, Hookadoo. Hope all is well, bud. Kurt, good morning, man. We are very polite in the channel. All right, Server, maybe is Goff who bet on himself. Man, could that be? Maybe he just has that much confidence, or maybe his wife did. That's the stuff I can't answer. They can't legally, again, disclose that information. See, Doug, if JMO is what we dreamed of and Amon-Ra is what we paid and Laporta is Laporta, Goff may have this if we win the Super Bowl prizes, usually go to championship. Yeah, all of them ball out this year. They could end up having a phenomenal season individually. And then, yes, obviously the culmination of all their stats, all their efforts could lead Jared Goff to get to the MVP. All right, Motown Mitch Green, Sanitation, Coach Duke Crew. Lions rule, Bears drool. 1,000%. Good to see you, Motown. JK, makes sense if God bet on himself. A lot of them do it. A lot of them do. And, hey, the dude just got, when you take out all the stuff for agent, taxes, all that stuff, his $200 million is going to fall somewhere closer to, don't hold me to this math, but we'll say 120, 140 million, somewhere in there. So could he have taken, 10 million of it and said, hey, I'm betting on me to win MVP? Yes. Yeah, he could have. Who did he do it? I don't know. Let's see, Bo, short selling. I never thought of that. Yes, it's you get bigger into or more experience, I guess you could say, in the day trading or stock trading. You'll see teams, or not teams, but traders do that, or it can be houses like a Goldman Sachs or BlackRock or whatever. But yeah, you want to know if somebody feels like a stock's not going to do well or a company's not going to do well, you'll see the amount of short shares go up. So, like if you guys remember GameStop a couple of years ago when it skyrocketed from like $6 a share to $800 a share, it's because two different big, large houses bet billions of dollars saying the stock was going to go to like $1 a share. And when it kept going up, that forced them out of position. And you want to learn about short selling, you have to go to my other channel. I'll do videos on that there. All right, Silver Server, JMO will bring enthusiasm. Hopefully, Broderick Martin will give us some real good play in the middle, but I love to see it before I believe it. Yeah, I think you're spot on. JMO, I think, is going to have a pretty good season this year. I do think Broderick Martin is going to contribute this year. Brent, I short selling, because you could be. I'm not sure. Motown would say, what up, Doe? Man of Steel, Kurt Steele? Yes, always good to see Kurt in the channel. Phil, good morning. Good morning, Phil. Bo, count on Kurt to come in like Flint, all right? Come in from the cold. There you go. Brent, what's short selling? So short selling, basically, I'm not going to do a deep dive into it, but you make money as a stock goes down in value. So go with that for now. Let's see. Courtney Green, salutations, Duke Crew. Rumors abound. Yes, there will be. And you know what? My guess in the next few weeks, you're going to have a lot more rumors about this guy being cut, this guy being traded, all that kind of stuff. That's going to come out more and more. So it just, hey, it's that time of year, right? I'd see, Bo, Brent, it's a fast way to lose a lot of money. Yes, if you are wrong. So I'll just say this about short selling. If you buy a regular stock and it goes to zero, you cannot lose more money because the stock's now worthless. The problem is when you're short selling, you make money as the stock goes down. But if it goes up, there's no zero in the equation on the way up, so you can just keep losing and losing money. So that's probably the best way to, I guess, simply explain it. All right, Brett, thumbs up. There you go. James, Sam Laporte. Yes, I'm surprised I didn't see some bets on him, but and there may still be some out there. Like I said, I could only Scooby-Doo this, looked into it for like an hour or so. Got some people to throw me some bones here and there, and the bets I reported, those are the ones I came up with. All right, Silver Server, those off-season news, especially regarding the Lions, are fried air, meaning they are just filling up the void of an off-season. Yeah, a lot of it when it comes to different reports or speculation. Hey, my experience, maybe 10% of it comes to fruition. Sometimes you get something with more meat on the bone, but a lot of it is just to fill up dead air time or whatever and get people talking, keep people entertained. So it is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. JDC, Bo Booth, betting on the old Lions would always lose me money. Yeah, that's probably a fair, accurate statement to make. And of course, it also depends on how you are betting on. Betting it for win or lose. All right, Doug, don't sleep on either of our running backs. Actually, all of them with our offensive line, receivers blocking, and Ben Johnson running plays, and Goff's excellent play action. This is the year we really explode. I think, man, Doug, I think we could have a very good offensive season and defensive season. Bo, we're all stuck in the void right now, 100%. Rocky, good morning, Duke Crew. Putting my $10 on Goff. That's what retirement does. Hey, just have fun with it, man. I do not enjoy betting myself. To me, it used to be like when I would coach in college or professionally, you were really forbidden from doing it, especially in the old NCAA. Like you couldn't even bet on like Super Bowl squares for fear that you could get banned from the NCAA. And it just kind of always stuck with me. So I think the only time I've ever bet on anything was like a Mountain Dew or something like that. I'd rather just watch the games, but I also understand why people get into betting, because I can get the emotional side of, hey, if this guy does that or that, I win, and so that adds to it. It's something I don't do. Silver Server, sad to see young people die from whatever reason. Yeah, 100%. And yeah, thoughts and prayers go out to his family. So that I was not expecting to see that. Let's see, Robert Green, salutations, back at you. Let's see, Motown, I already put my life savings on the under for the Bears win total. I'm going into early retirement after this year. Fair enough, and hey, good luck with that. JK, okay, MVP, thank you, Dan. Yes, let's see if he gets it. See, James, those bets sound like emotional bets. It could be. There's no way for me to know if it's calculated, somebody knows something, or just hey, somebody who was at the bar had way too much maybe Mountain Dew, and they've got money to burn. I'd see, Dennis, I'm betting the farm on the Lions. All right, well, bet the farm. Let me know what the bet is, though. All right, Bo, thanks for the emotional going on there, Motown. There we go. Some emotion, yes. Get some emotions going. Manuel, good thing you don't have a farm. It could be that, too. Let's see, Bo, sorry, James, I meant. All right, Dennis laughing. James, I wouldn't trust the officiating enough to put that much money on the line. Yeah, if you're putting that much money down, hopefully you've got a lot of other money that if something goes weary and doesn't go your way, that $10 million isn't going to sink you. See, Amy, good morning. Dan, the Duke crew. I just want to say hi to everyone. Have a great Sunday. Back at you, Amy, 100%. And I'll try to work on that idea for a morning show or a video for you that I know you sent over about the new kickoff rules and stuff. See, Bo, pension fund. All right. Motown, Bo Booth, that's some easy money. 8.5 wins for the Bears. Come on now. I'll be shocked if they win more than 5 games. 8.5 is a gimme. All right. You guys know more about that stuff than I do. I don't know heads or tails about betting. See, JDC, Motown Mitch, when you hit it big, remember us poor beggars here at Lions Talk Live. Yes, feel free to step on over and, share the wealth. Shane, morning fam, same to you. Hopefully having a good one. James, hi, Amy. Yeah, all right, there you go. Kneecap biting with the Motor City Lions. Goff ended up 6th in MVP voting last year. Food for thoughts. Greatest and salutations. Yeah, and so it wouldn't be far off for him to actually be in the conversation and potentially win it. I really do think that 4-game stretch where he just, for whatever reasons that may have been that he seemed not as focused or caught off guard, whatever that may have been, he was in the running outside of those games. And see, Bo, I apologize, Motown. I was commenting on James Wills' post. I'll take those unders myself. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that sounds like a fair bet. See, Silver Server, those people who deal with millions as they were changed, that tells you what kind of millionaires are in this country. The American nightmare with millions struggling to get to the end of the month. Yeah, it's not just here in America. It's everywhere. There's a lot of people that struggle with it. It's unfortunate. It is what it is, and I don't have great commentary on how to fix it. See, Shane, hope all of you are having a great weekend. Same to you, Shane. Hopefully you're having an outstanding post-4th of July weekend. See, Courtney, last 3 years, I won bets on the Lions going 9-8, 12-5. Offered bet this year, they go 15-2 and win the Super Bowl. Well, good luck to you on that bet, man. And, hey, I'm going to guess everybody watching this show would be okay with you winning that bet. Let's see. Something happened here. Hold on. Got to fix something on the screen real quick and then scroll back to the top wherever. Man, where did it go? All right, something just happened to the screen. Sorry. Give me just a moment here, guys. All right, there we go. Bo, silver corporate money like investment funds. This could be a pension or insurance firm. Man, if they're betting money like that on sports, hopefully they are not in their jobs very long. 9 Drinks, good morning. Duke Crew, back at you, 9 Drinks. Good to see you, man. It feels like it's been a minute. Dennis, I bet Coach will be Coach of the Year. Could be. Dan Campbell would be if he wins the Super Bowl or if they go 15-2, yeah, he's probably got a real good chance at winning Coach of the Year, 100%. See, Dennis, Kneecap biting, good morning, 9 Drinks. Doug, we play Houston. How does Goff do against their quarterback? Games like this will tell the tale. Yeah, I mean, the good thing is Goff doesn't physically play against their quarterback. He just has to play against their defense. Their quarterback has to play against our defense. So wait and see what happens. But that'll be a good game. I bet you that will get a lot of views, high ratings, that game. Patrick, good morning. 9 drinks, 100%. JDC, Magic 8 Ball says, if you don't gamble, you don't know how lucky you are. Fair enough, man. Yeah. I'd like to, the students I teach for stock trading, I tell them this all the time, man. Don't worry about, hey, you didn't get every penny out of trade. If you walk away with a profit, that's a good trade. Same with, I'm assuming it's the same with betting. You can never lose money selling for a gain. All right, Bo, Napoleon said, give me a general who is lucky. Hey, yeah, nothing wrong with that. One of my favorite quotes of all time is actually a Napoleon quote. When your enemies are making mistakes, don't interrupt them. All right, Patrick, you have a great running back tandem. You don't need your quarterback to put the whole team on his back. Yeah, when you do have a good running back tandem, and we do, it's maybe even the best in the NFL. Doug, good thought. What are the quarterbacks headed to heads we have this year? Stafford, Houston, others. Good thought to have looking at the schedule. Yeah, we probably need to do coming up here as we get closer to training camp, a deep dive on the schedule. JDC, after all, you have to bet the bet of the century going here at Lions Talk Live. You know, it's a good thing you brought that up. I forgot about that between, who is it, Anthony and Broski Bears. So, yeah, when we play the Bears, I get Thanksgiving, but we're probably all going to have to tune in for that one. I'm going to have to see if I can broadcast. Like I said, I'm going to try to broadcast games this year. The Thanksgiving Day one might be a tough one just because, spending time with family. All right, JK, if it wasn't for Goff, we wouldn't have won a couple of playoff games, in your opinion. Yeah, I agree. Goff made some big throws in both those games. I'm not going to say they were the best complete games of all time, but you know what? He's done something no other person on planet Earth can say right now. He's won 2 playoff games for the Detroit Lions, and there is nobody alive that can say that. Let that sink in. Out of a cast of billions of people on this planet, he's the only one. JDC, if, such a huge word, 100%. Manbear, good morning to you. If the Lions win the Super Bowl this year, I think makes it harder for Benny J to leave. There we go. Ben Johnson, there you go. Maybe he wants to just stay with the team. I'd say, Bo, I hate Hail Mary. Had so many go against us. Yes, we've had more than a few go against us as Lions fans. Kneecap biting. Until it happens, only loss I see in the first 7 weeks is Dallas. We haven't won there in a long time. Lions just cannot seem to get that lucky call. Lucky calling their favor. Yeah, and maybe the only thing I'd say going into it, kneecaps, is that, hey, at least we get them coming out of a bye. We should be fresher, plus have a lot of opportunity to really specifically get after them and do a little bit more preparation for them. 9 drinks, 22 sacks for Hutchinson this year, and defensive player of the year. Yeah, oof. If he puts up 22 this year, yeah, he's probably in the running for defensive player. That would be a monster season. 9 drinks. Doug, I look at Ben Johnson, and he is a great OC. To me, he just doesn't look like he commands a team like MCDC. Doesn't seem his nature. Just my thoughts. Yeah, it could be just that too. Just a Lions fan. Hello, all. Just subscribe. Well, welcome to the family. Always, you're always welcome to be in here for Lions Talk Live, the morning show, 7 to 8 a.m. So thanks for the subscribe, by the way. James, Toby Caston. Now that's a name from the past. That's a good callback. Welcome, just a Lions fan. Yeah, welcome aboard. Josh Jackson. Oh, yeah, Mike Kofer and Benny Blades were awesome. Yes, haven't thought about or heard those names in years. Man, Mike Kofer, and I know I've said this before on the show, when I used to cover the Lions and stuff and actually go to like the Silver Dome and all that stuff, I remember just taking one photo, and this is eons ago. Ray Crockett put his hand up, and then Mike Kofer put his hand up, and his hand, it's like spot to spot, but Kofer's hand was like twice the size. Dude just had some massive palms. Just Lions fan. Lions go 17-0. Well, hey, let's make that happen. I'd be okay with it. Josh Benny. Yeah, I knew where you were going with that, man. JDC praying for the NFL injury gods. Please be nice, Lions. 100%. Keep that medical staff on the sidelines, just, playing poker or something. Silver Server, take your time to fix the technology crap. We ain't rushing it. No, I just, tried to do it as quick as possible. Silver Surfer, coach, your voice sometimes sounds like Elvis Presley's. I would take that. Thank you. Thank you very much. JK, hopefully Goff stays injury free or MVP window is gone. Yeah, if something happens where he misses a significant amount of the games, yeah, his chance for MVP would go out the door. A man bear coach has left the building. Thank you very much. Let's hope not. I'm still here. So, Josh, can NFL players gamble on NFL? I thought that was illegal. They cannot gamble on the NFL games. So, yeah, I get we're all kind of joking about Goff potentially betting on himself. Although I guess, man, I think the NFL just has a no fly zone policy on that. You can't bet on yourself or anything to do with the NFL. Bo Booth, coach, I was referring to his this money on Goff. Made a few, lost a lot on shorting. Yeah, unless you really know what you're doing on a stock, I would not encourage anybody ever get into shorting. So, but if you do get good at it, I will say you can make some pretty decent money doing so. All right, Silver Surfer was just joking about Goff betting. Yeah, 100%. Josh, Silver Surfer, understood. Doug, all the talk is just dead air. Many of us do not bet, do not play stocks, not enough free money. There are enough good topics just to take work and come up with them. You are doing well. Yeah, stocks are what I've done since somewhere in the 90s. So just part of my work life. And yeah, a topic like this, Doug, I get it. It's not going to be for everybody, man. It's just, hey, thought about something different to talk about. That's all. So, some will like it, some will not. JK, thought it was just was okay for players to gamble, but not on the premise. Yeah, they cannot. So NFL players cannot bet on NFL games, or they can't bet on within the facilities. So if you're in the team's NFL facilities, I don't think you can bet on anything. So even in the parking lot, so you got to get off the facilities, and then you could bet on whatever college sports or MMA or something like that. Detroit D, hit that like button. Yeah, if you're watching the show, and if you would be so kind, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And thanks for that, Detroit D. JDC, coach, my gambling problem was betting with my Detroit Lions heart, not my head. Yeah, there's a lot of people that struggle with that, man. Yeah, separating emotions from logic with it. Let's see, Bo, times have changed. Yeah, JK, 100%. Silver Server, thanks, Josh. Josh, JK, you can't bet on your own sport in any sport for obvious reasons. Conflict of interest. Yes, agreed. And that's Pete Rose, allegedly bet on Major League Baseball. That's what got him in trouble. If you guys remember, there were a couple Lions last year or so ago that got caught betting, even though some were on NFL games, some were not. But because they did it in the facilities, they all got in troubles. JDC, I bet it's getting close to the end of the show. It is, man. I'm supposed to actually be out of here already, but just trying to make it through a few more comments. JK, got you, Bo and Josh, 100%. Josh, Pro Sport. There you go. Phil, what's for breakfast? Probably going to be a Mountain Dew for me, and then hitting the gym and then the road. Let's see. Jim Marshall, hit that like button. Thanks for that, Jim. Thank you very much. And hopefully everybody does. Motown, I'm about to go bear hunting. If Broski can't be bothered to come into the chat, I'll go to his bear chats. See if I can can down some bears myself. Hey, happy hunting there, Motown. JDC, Phil, let's see, Puff, Woo Woo Coffee, and Lions Talk Live. Now that sounds like a great morning breakfast every day for me. See, Silver Server, here is a quote, funny one. The only bet I ever placed directly in Vegas was a $100 bet. The Lions winning the Super Bowl. That's the year they went 0-16. Story of my life. Yeah, live in infamy. The year they went 4-0 in the preseason, they went 0-16 in the regular season. 9 drinks, brisket and gravy. There you go, Phil. Let's see, Bo. Best bet I ever made was on Buster Douglas, 40-1. Wow, you did well on that one. The only other one that I can remember being around that is when, I gotta remember. Holly, whatever her name was, beat Ronda Rousey. I want to say that was like a 500-1 bet in Vegas. Don't hold me to that because I'm just going off memories. See, just a Lions fan. Hello, all new here. Here Lions go 17-0. I'm down with that. You know what? Boom. I'd be way okay with 17-0. I think we all would. Server, okay, Bo. Phil, yum, burger time. Welcome aboard, just a Lions fan, 100% there. Hookadoo, welcome to the Do Crew, just a Lions fan. JDC, Dre Forge, made the bet. Could be, yes. Maybe it wasn't Jared Goff. Just Lions fans, thanks, burger time. Bo, happy trails, y'all. All done and dusted. See y'all tomorrow. See you tomorrow there, Bo. Just Lions fans, since we are going to the Super Bowl, who are we going to play against? All right, we go to the Super Bowl. I'm going to take us to play. How about the Ravens? I'll go with the Ravens. Ravens finally break through. Brett, thanks, Coach. One pride, 100%, and good. Hope you have a great day there, Brett. Shane, pork chops in a can. All right, there we go. JDC, happy trails. Go Lions, victory. Burger time. JDC, say burger time, no problem. Just a Lions fan. All right, guys, finally made it through all the chat. Went a little bit longer than I thought, but hey, it happens, man. Hopefully, y'all have a great one. If there is any kind of breaking news today, I'll get it over to you as fast as possible. Other than that, enjoy your day. If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. If you would be so kind, hit the thumbs up button. We'll see you all in the next Lions Talk Live.
Happy trails to you until